What's up, all you beautiful, gorgeous, sexy people out there? Welcome back to another episode of Thank God It's Friday. Thank God It's Friday is a casual series in which I talk about anything. I talk about everything. Quite frankly, I'm going to talk about stuff you don't really care about, but I'm going to talk about it anyways because we all know, as grown adults, as children, we like to argue about stuff that doesn't even matter, that's meaningless, that doesn't affect our lives in any way. So today, we're going to be talking about superheroes versus supervillains. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about, the gameplay and why I haven't been uploading Thank God It's Friday. So this gameplay is some Destiny. It's on Blind Watch, one of the Mars maps in Destiny. I go off a little bit. I die a lot too. I believe I have like a 2.46 KD and I die a lot. But you'll see my end result, how many kills I get at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that at the end. Now guys, I haven't been uploading Thank God It's Friday because I've been so busy with stuff in real life. I've been so busy with uploading games. Ever since UFC really came out, I've been trying to upload as much content as possible and not really getting into this crazy wacky stuff, such as like why zombies are gonna take over the world, why Batman is awesome, stuff like that. I haven't really gotten into and been able to do because I want to showcase as much gameplay as possible. But that's going to change this week, and we're going to be having these here and there when I get suggestions. So leave suggestions of what you want me to talk about, what you think I should talk about. Give me comments down below. Tell me what you think, and tell me what you think of this topic today in the comment section below. So let's get into Thank God It's Friday. This week has been a bummer. I've been so busy doing stuff. I'm just ready to kick back, relax, grab a cold root beer. If you're not over 21, don't drink. Don't drink at all. Don't do drugs, kids. Okay? Don't do it. Alright, well, let's get into Thank God It's Friday. So, superheroes. First off, we're going to have to name my 5 superheroes that just come to mind right off the bat. The 5 main ones that generally are known in public. You got Superman, of course. You got Batman, definitely. The Dark Knight. Thor. Nah, not Thor. Thor doesn't really come to mind until the Avenger movies. I'm thinking Iron Man and Spider-Man. Those are the 5 main ones, except for Thor. Those are the five main ones that we're gonna have duking it out today. Those are the 5 main ones I think, when someone thinks of in a comic book, they want to see these 5. So let's think about it. We're not just gonna be doing superhero versus supervillain, of course. We gotta talk about supervillain versus supervillain, superhero versus superhero, just like the movie that's coming out pretty soon, Superman versus Batman, that's coming out with Ben Affleck, and I believe it's the dude that played Man of Steel. Those two fighting off against each other in an actual movie. That's what brings this topic to mind. So in the superhero category, you have the Hulk. The Hulk is just like giant green thing. He's on steroids. He's on crack. He's on steroids, and he's big. He's brute. He's mean. He has no control over his anger. Hulk smashes. And now those 5 superheroes, I think Hulk would definitely destroy everyone. You've seen what he did to Loki in the Avengers. The Hulk can just do whatever he wants and get away with it because he's giant and he's green. Now, of course, when he turns into Bruce, then he's just screwed over because he's just a pale scientist that doesn't have any strength, that doesn't know what he's doing, and that just sucks for everybody. Just stay green, Hulk. Just stay green. Now, of course, on the other races, or the other categories, well, not the other categories, but the other superheroes, besides the Hulk, because he just kill everyone, you have Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne. Those two, Batman and Iron Man, they're both entrepreneurs, they're both philanthropists, they're both dudes with a lot of money that can do whatever they want and spend money wherever they want. The thing is, though, Iron Man can fly. Batman can't fly. Batman can't really fly. Of course, he has his wingsuit, but he can't fly around Gotham. He's not saving people that way. He's using his grappling hook. He's using his boomerang, his batarang. He's doing that stuff. So I think Iron Man, Tony Stark, especially the Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man, would kick some mother effing A. And he would beat Batman, even though I like Batman. We have to be real here. And then the other two, Superman versus Spider-Man. Superman has a weakness. He has his kryptonite. He's a pansy and gets dominated by a rock. He's like a woman, okay? No offense to any ladies out there, but you throw a rock at you, a diamond ring, and you're just putty. You're putty in our hands. That's what happens. I'm completely kidding there, so don't take that offensively. and then you have the other one who had his powers, supernatural powers, and Spider-Man. I think all Spider-Man would have to do is get his little spidey web and throw that rock at him, and then Superman's just screwed. Of course, Spider-Man's gonna win that round. Now, there's another thing I want to talk about, and that's, would I rather be a superhero versus a super villain? So if we're going to be a superhero, we have to keep in mind that we have to do good. We can't do the wrong thing. We can't be evil. We have to have our morals right. We always have to do the right thing. You can't do anything evil. You have to bring justice to your city, to the world. And the worst thing about this is you can't brag about it. You have to have your own secret identity, or the ones you love are going to be screwed. Just like that one lady in The Dark Knight with Christian Bale. Just like that lady. The one that got burnt to a crisp like my chicken. That lady. She knew who Bruce Wayne was. She knew he was Batman. And then she died. And then the Joker killed her. That's what happens when you know. So you have to have your secret identity in check, in line. And that would suck. No credit, no recognition for what I do. I want to save the world. I want people to know about it, and I want my houses. I want some bling bling. You know what I'm saying? So guys, that's gonna lead me into my next category, which is the supervillains. Alright, it's Halloween. We gotta get in the Halloween spirit and talk about supervillains. Recently the Avengers came out, so that brings to mind Loki. Immediately Loki. And then you have, of course, Lex Luthor in our Batman series. You have Lex Luthor, and then you have General Zod, of course. That movie just came out too with Man of Steel. So General Zod and Lex Luthor in that. You have the Green Goblin, and then there's my personal favorite. The Batman series has a bunch of villains. You have Poison Ivy. You have Mr. Freeze. You have the Penguin. You have a bunch of enemies. The Riddler. You have so many enemies in the Batman series, but there's just one. One, simply, that's my favorite. Especially in The Dark Knight. That's the Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker is the greatest villain performance of all time, in my opinion. He kicked some A. He had the best performance. He just made me fall in love with the Joker. It was ridiculous how awesome that movie was. I just want to pop that movie in right now. Kick back, relax, get some popcorn, and watch the Joker go off and go ham bone on everybody. So guys, between those, you have Loki. Loki is a god, basically. He has his supernatural powers. He's cheating. He's unfair. We cancel him out immediately. He has no weakness besides his brother Thor. That's the only thing we have against him. And then there's Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor can be shot. General Zod has his superpowers too. But I imagine he has the same weakness as the Man of Steel. He has the same weakness as Superman. All you gotta do is throw a rock at him. And then he's done. He's out. He's hardcore done. And then you have the Joker, you have the Green Goblin, but the Green Goblin is just like Tony Stark. He's just a rich dude in his suit, flying around. All you gotta do is get a bazooka, and then he's gone. Heat-seeking rocket launcher, he's gone, out of the air, poof. So guys, that means, in my prediction, in my fight, if this was a boxing match, the Joker would obviously win. The Joker has to win. The Joker is just B.A. He's dirty, he's mean, he's mighty unclean, he's a wanted man. He's awesome. Now, that basically means that we have to argue about what we would do. So when we have those qualities that we have when you're a superhero. Now, when you're a supervillain, you don't have to give an F. You can do whatever the F you want, and you can just be a bad mother effer doing it. You can do whatever you want. You can rob a bank. You can kill someone. You can off someone. You can, kill a teddy bear. You can do whatever you want when you're an evil person. And then that also means you have some minions, some people to do your bidding. You don't have to get your hands dirty. You don't have to sink your teeth in some blood. You don't have to do any of that. You have minions. You have people running around that do your dirty work for you. And then you're rich, obviously. Every single person that's evil is always rich. You have the Green Goblin. He's rich, of course. Lex Luthor is insanely rich. They're always rich. They always have money. They can do whatever they want because they steal. Their thug life. You get that bling bling. You get some money. And then you get all the honeys. That's right. You get all the honeys when you're a villain. Look at Lex Luthor. He has hoes on deck. He has women on deck. He has everyone. And then, of course, you have the Joker with Harley Quinn. And Harley Quinn is mighty fine. She's delicious. She's extra, extra fine. Like Biggie size fries on a cold night. Yeah. So guys, you know which one I'm leaning probably already. If I was a supervillain, if I was a superhero, what would happen? What would happen in real life? Obviously, the supervillains would win. That's what would happen. They're just evil, they're cool, they're ridiculous, they're awesome, especially the Joker. He would always win. Now that means I would have to decide, if I was a supervillain, or if I was a superhero or a supervillain, I don't want to be a supervillain. If I had the choice between justice or evil, I would choose evil every time, because I get the honeys, I get the money, I get the Joker. I would obviously be the Joker. I would love to do that. Just hire me right now. So guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap up my discussion of that. Discussion of superhero versus supervillain. I would want to be a supervillain. The supervillains are always going to win every single time if this was real life and not a comic book. So, now to wrap this up, to wrap up my thoughts on it, let me know what you think. Let me know which question or which supervillain you would be, which hero you would be, who you'd want to be, who do you think would win in the superhero versus superhero, or the supervillain versus supervillain. Tell me who would win all these fights. Tell me which one you'd want to be. Tell me what your name would be. What supervillain name would you have? Would you be Underwear Man? Would you be Captain Underpants? That book is awesome. Those book series are awesome. Read Captain Underpants. But what would your supervillain or superhero name be? Let me know down below, guys. So, that's going to wrap that up. And I'm hopefully we can bring more of Thank God It's Friday. But in order to close this out, I'm gonna, let's check out this gameplay to wrap this up. I went ham bone. I was killing a lot of people. I had to use my shotgun. I had to bust that out. I had to kill a lot of people. I was trying to get these points. We're down right now. We're down by about 1,000, and the game's to 20,000. And I'm on this point. I see people everywhere. There's people all over the place. They're killing me left and right. They're on my house. I'm protecting my house. This is like Under Armour. We must protect this house. Come on, man, bring it. I'm in my zone. I'm in my groove. I got my groove thing. I'm gonna punch you in the face, and then I die. I died so many times in this game, but it was earlier in Destiny. It was when I was only at level 8, and we lost here. So you see, guys, I did decent. I did pretty good. My KD wasn't all that great, but here we go. I'm gonna leave you with that. Remember, guys, stay frosty. Remember, I love ya, and check out how many kills I got. I'll see you guys next time. Love ya.